Hi, my name is Shiva, and this is my coming out story. I came out in Abu Dhabi in the Middle East. So it was an Arab country, and that's, frowned upon. In fact, it's pretty suppressed. They don't talk about it. As rough as that sounds, it didn't actually have very much of an impact for me personally because my friends were the typical straight boys that would do homoerotic things and not think twice about it. So I never had any issues coming out. It wasn't really an actively suppressive environment. I had it pretty easy in that sense. When I told my friends, the first thing they said was, "This changes nothing between us. We still love you for who you are, and that's it really doesn't make a difference." And that was possibly the best thing they could have said because I didn't want anything to change. I'm still me. Nothing changed about me. It's just I'm realizing that this was a part of me all along. When I came out as bi, as I'm sure a lot of other gay youth do, and I had to find a way to tell my parents. I tried to make my parents watch Prayers for Bobby. This wasn't out of the ordinary. I would recommend movies to my mom all the time, and usually she'd watch them. Something had come up where she just hadn't watched it for 2 or 3 weeks, and I kept pushing, I kept insisting. And eventually she went to watch the trailer of the movie with my dad, which basically gives away the whole movie. Then together they came up with the conclusion that maybe one of Shiva's friends is gay. And they questioned me. Well, my mom questioned me about it one night when I got home from my friend's place, and I I just said no. It's me. I'm gay or I'm bi. I don't remember what that conversation was like. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, well, obviously my mom said nothing changed. There's no backlash for me coming out, but she did say a couple things like, if you change your mind at any point in time, it's okay. It's okay if this is just a phase. And that nearly sent me back in the closet just because I was finally coming to this conclusion, and my mom was like, I don't know, maybe you're wrong. And it started making me think, hey, maybe I'm wrong. The only thing that stopped that was my friends being super excited for me at school. They would constantly question me about who I thought was attractive and what my thoughts were on this whole thing. They took pride in keeping my secret for me. So, talking about early signs in childhood, as a kid, I was always angry, always frustrated, always on edge. I knew something was up with me, I just couldn't pinpoint what it was. And it just meant that I always wanted to be alone. I always wanted space. I didn't want to spend time with other people, including my family or my brother. I just wanted to be alone all of the time. I hated going on family vacations. I just tried to distract myself as much as possible with Lego and Hot Wheels, and when I was old enough, a PC and with video games. And somehow, at the end of the day, when you lay down to go to bed, there's something still nagging at the back of your head. It's not going to leave you alone. So, as the years went on, it came time for high school, and I was a super sensitive kid. So any verbal bullying, there was never any physical bullying, luckily. Any verbal jabs really got to me. It really made me feel like crap, and it forced me to take a very hard look at myself and become kind of hyper aware of how I was portraying myself, the words I was saying, the way I was saying them, the way I was walking. Now, in present day, it means that I'm extremely aware of myself and aware of my emotions and a whole host of other things, and that's a great positive result from this negative experience. But at the time, it added a whole lot of stress and didn't really help the issue at all. And also, when a bully is calling you gay and you already have suspicions about yourself, it feels kind of unfair. It's like they know something about you, something about your personality that you don't, that you have no idea about just yet. You're still uncovering it, and they're already on top of it. They already know. How? It so in that sense, coming out and admitting that you're gay makes them right. That messes with your head, because they're the bad guys. How can they be right? As for the moment I realized when I was gay, I was lying in bed one day and staring up at the ceiling, and it just clicked. I just thought, cool, guess I'm gay. And that was it. There wasn't any stunning revelation past that. To close out the video, I hope in some way this has helped. I'm sorry it wasn't an epic tale of hardship and struggle and having to overcome that to survive. Coming out just wasn't that for me. It was a lot of self-imposed issues like anger, frustration, isolation, and having to deal with those growing up rather than the act of coming out and facing opposition. If you need to talk to someone or if you have any questions, please send me a message or leave a comment. But yeah, take care of yourself, and it's going to be the biggest issue of your life until all of a sudden it just isn't anymore. So take solace in the fact that it's not going to last forever and you'll come out the other side stronger.